Hi, welcome back to Making It with Minglet. Today we're working with the hashtag Mixed Media March hosted by Ceri the Crafter, and we will be working on our page 7 because we got behind. So I'm going to pull the parts out that we do not need, and we're going to work with just what we need. I don't think you want to look at my phone while we're doing it, so let's get that out of the way. And some of the pages that I used on the previous one, I've still got on the desk, and I realized that they could work here on the 7th day. On the 7th day, what are we going to do here? I have this pocket here. I have the cards that were made on the day 6 that do not have anything on the back of them. And let me hold it to where you can see the colors here. We've got pinks, greens, we've got purples and blues. And I went through my fabric scraps and I found this piece. I think Darcy sent it. But when I look at that together, I do like the way it looks. So we are going to add a little embellishment to the tags using some of this. I think we'll do, let's get our fabric scissors. I'm just going to snip that and tear because I'm going to rip it up anyway. I think on this one I'm going to go long ways. And no, I do not usually iron things. I could, but I don't. So let's see. I'm taping this early. It's a Sunday morning, and my hands are not awake yet. They're kind of uncomfortable at the moment, but that will get better as my medicine kicks in. Nothing like arthritis. I watched my mom's hands turn into her joints got all knotted up, and, her hands started to curl. And I thought, I hope that don't happen to me. Well, it's going to happen. But you know what? She worked those little hands to the bone. I think throughout her life she worked hard. She prided herself on not letting grass grow under her feet. So I think that's kind of the way I'm going to be. I'm going to go until I can't go. Not trying to be a Debbie Downer by no means, but reality is life. That is life for me. It's what I can expect. Alright, now, I'm not going to throw my strings away. Got to get them to my little string tub. We're going to use art glitter glue to glue this down because it's not going to take a whole lot of glue. We do want to decide which way we want to go with. I like the edge on this side, so we're going to put it on this side. And I have had a time with my glue lately, and it's not the glue's fault. I think it's an operator problem because I forget to clean it off in between uses. And I would save myself a lot of time. So if you can learn from my mistakes, please do. Every minute you waste is time you can't craft, right? That's what I think. So it's a beautiful Sunday. I woke up early this morning. The birds were singing and flipping around. The squirrels are running around like crazy, gathering up hidden nuts. If they don't get them soon, they'll sprout. So they've got a busy schedule. Cute little critters. even if they do eat the bird seed, I let whatever wants to eat it eat it. We've got a red-headed woodpecker that comes when I feed the birds. He comes and he says, "Okay, I'm first," and the other little birds just have to wait. He's like in charge until a cardinal comes, and then when the cardinal comes, the blue jay says, "Nah, that's okay. You can have this equity." Funny how they are in nature. People are just like people. Alright, we've got that. It's going to stick up there. And I have this piece that was torn off of something I worked on a few days ago. And it's got the green in it as well as some pink. And I kind of think that might work just fine. So I'm going to put my bead of glue across that green stripe there. Let me see if this is two-sided. Not really. So we're going to drop it down far enough to where it's not peeking out the top. So it doesn't distract from what's on the other side, because it's one of those little quotes that we found in the Live Well. All right. So that's the note cards that I have so far. Now let's see, is there anything else I want to put in that pocket? I did see something earlier that kind of caught my eye, but this card right here, it says find what gives you joy, and it is an ATC that I made at another time, and that can go in that pocket. That trash is going to get thrown away. Let's put this glue here. Now, what do we want to put? I don't have an inspiration for what I want to put there. This is the page that it's going to butt up against, and if I work it at the same time, or at least give it some thought, I found this piece of fabric, and this was from one of Darcy's stash cleanouts, and it is going to go very well with this page. So do I pull some of this green over? I could layer it like that right there. So let's go ahead and I haven't doubled up the pages or tried to keep them on their own merit, but I will do this part right here. We're going to snip it right there, and I'll set this off to the side, and now we know what we're going to do with that. Okay, so I'm going to flip this over. We're going to put some art glitter glue on it. And I don't iron my little pieces of fabric. Matter of fact, I don't have an iron up here. I actually still use my iron occasionally. I don't have a lot of clothes that have to be ironed. Most of our clothes are pretty carefree by design. Alright, we have that. And I think since I've got a lot of busyness going up here, I've got design going up there, I think that I might like a quote to put on the pocket itself, to put here. So let me see what I can find. Or I got a bag of stuff here. It says stickers and decals, but I wouldn't swear to that. Let's see what it's got. Ooh, oh my, look at this. That was totally unplanned, people. Look at that. Is that not perfect? I think it is. And I don't even know where those came from. Let me get some. I've got this saltwater taffy distress ink oxide, and I think I might be able to just kind of go around the edge with that, because I do not have a little. I have not made a tool for putting the pink on, and I don't want to use the black because I know what will happen. That's pretty good. I can get that just a little bit better right there. Come on, come on. You know you want to. You know you want to rub off on that paper. Oh yes, I think that is going to be a beautiful part. Let's see if I can incorporate the little strings here that I pulled out. When I use strings, I usually like to kind of make them look like a bow, and then I do a twist. And that's just me being me. I don't know that it makes a big difference, but I like the way it looks in the end. And I'm going to put it just underneath this little flower, which happens to be, I believe, a foxglove. That's one I want to plant. I don't have any, and I think it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful plant. All right, so there you have it. We've got day 7 in the books. And I left a few of those strings. I missed them, so let me see if I can tuck those in. And that goes under, use what you got, because you can use fabric, you can use the strings. There's so many different things that you can do with one little piece of fabric. And that really turned out nice. So there you have it, day number 7. Caught up. Yay! All right, folks, so we will be back. We will be doing page 8, and we're going to get caught up. We're getting there, and I am up to date on what through, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday of the week. So remember, if you want to look up who all is participating in the hashtag Mixed Media March 25, you can find that. When I pull it up on YouTube, there's over 100 people participating, and that is hosted by Ceri the Crafter. I will put his link down below. Until the next time when we meet again, be well, my friends, and have a great day. Bye-bye.